Okay, let's just dive right into this. We're talking about the ultimate dream here. Standing at the foot of Monkey Mountain, feeling that cool Japanese breeze, and literally locking eyes with the absolute legend himself, Punch the Monkey.
Yeah, look, it's a beautiful dream. Right up until you actually check your bank account and realize that funding this whole trip might literally require selling a kidney on the black market. Welcome to the explainer that is going to ruthlessly audit your wildest travel dreams.
Exactly. Today we're tackling the single biggest question in the entire Punch fandom. Do you actually have the cash to fly to Japan and see Punch in person? I say yes. You just gotta believe.
And I say, well, spoiler alert, you probably don't. But hey, we're gonna break down every single penny it takes anyway. We are playing a high-stakes game of travel budgeting today. So are you really ready to empty your life savings for a Macac?
Budget fan, let's kick things off with level 1. Just getting off your continent. If you're on the US West Coast, you're shelling out anywhere from $500 to $900 just to get in the air. East Coast, try $700 to $1,100. Australia and Asia, you're sitting pretty at $400 to $800. But wait, let me look at those UK numbers. YOLO fan. Look, surely these numbers aren't that scary. Come on, it's an investment in your happiness. Think of the memories. Budget fan? Not scary? If you fly out of London in the July summer peak, the high end is $1,400. Do you have any idea what you can buy with $1,400? That is basically 400 fancy coffees. You could literally buy a decent working used car from a relative for that. I'm hyperventilating just reading it. YOLO fan. Okay, calm down. Is a used car gonna give you the spiritual fulfillment of watching Punch eat a sweet potato in real time? No, obviously not. It's a perfectly reasonable life choice. We just skip our daily coffee for an entire year. Easy. Okay, moving right along to level 2, transit and sleeping arrangements. YOLO fan, well, don't relax just yet, cause landing in Japan doesn't magically drop you right into Punchy's enclosure. But honestly, the transit is kind of like a fun little adventure. You land at Narita, which is closer by the way, or Haneda. You pay a tiny little $10 to $20 fee to get to central Tokyo, and then you just hop on the Keizei main line, transfer to the Hokuso line, and boom, straight to Omachi Station. It's literally only 20 to 30 minutes from central Tokyo. Budget fan. Oh, a tiny little fee. Great, more transit fees. Plus, you've got to buy local train tickets or load up a Suica or Pasmo card for a few extra bucks every single ride. It's just dollar bills flying out the window of the Keizei mainline before we've even seen a single animal. And where exactly are we sleeping? Because I am demanding the $40 to $70 Capsule hotel. I will gladly sleep in a high-tech drawer if it saves cash for this trip.
YOLO fan. Absolutely not. Look, if I'm flying all the way across the world for a monkey, I am staying in a luxury Ryokan for $900 a night. I want tatami mats, I want a private hot spring.
We are trying to afford the zoo here. Okay, fine. Here's a middle ground. A business hotel for around $119 to $131 a night. It's a safe compromise for a 3 to 4 night stay. No hot springs, just a bed and sheer financial survival. YOLO fan. All right, level 3. How much does Punch cost? YOLO fan? Fair enough. I'll take the business hotel. Which brings us to the main event, the moment we have all been waiting for, the exclusive VIP admission price required to enter the gates and gaze upon the legend himself. Oh boy. So what does Punch actually charge for his presence? Because I am bracing for impact here. If getting to the city costs hundreds, the Ichikawa Zoo entrance fee is going to be the final financial nail in the coffin. Just hit me with the bad news. How much is the ticket? Brace yourself. It is 440 yen. That's roughly $3 US.
Wait, what? $3?
$3. And kids up to junior high, completely free. The Botanical Garden, free. The Natural History Museum, also free. It's practically free to hang out with him all day long, from 9:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Well, except on Mondays, because they're closed on Mondays.
Oh my gosh, I could actually cry. I was ready to take out a second mortgage on my house. $3! I could literally find $3 in my couch cushions right now. That's by far the absolute cheapest part of the entire trip.
Oh, right, level 4, the total damage estimate. Okay, but we do still have to pay for the flights and the hotels. So what's our final tally here? Prepare yourselves, folks, for a 3 to 4 night stay. If you go full backpacker style, you're looking at $900 to $1,200 from the US or up to $1,600 from the UK. Mid-range pushes you over $2,000.
And if you go comfort class from the UK, over $3,000, you are literally paying $3,000 just to use a $3 zoo ticket. I highly suggest everyone adopt a strict ramen noodle-only diet for the next 12 months just to prepare.
And see, this brilliantly illustrates the bright side. For US travelers, the backpacker route maxes out around $1,200. Comfort is $2,500. So if you just go the backpacker route, it's totally achievable. You really just need to sell a few unnecessary belongings to make up the difference. Like, do you really need your television? No. Do you need to see Punch? Yes, absolutely yes.
Budget fan, level 5, cheat codes for your budget. Budget fan, please do not sell your electronics. Look, I'm stepping in to save our audience from financial ruin right now with the money-saving tips. These are the absolute video game cheat codes you need to beat the system and, keep your television. YOLO fan. Ooh, let me rapid fire these. Bam, fly during the shoulder season. We're talking November, spring, or fall. Bam, avoid July and August if you're in the UK or Europe because that is peak pricing. Book 5 to 8 weeks out for the best average flight prices. And here's the absolute biggest hack, use budget airlines. If you're in the US, Zip Air showed some of the absolute lowest fares in our recent searches. Plus, combine this trip with other Tokyo and Chiba attractions so you're actually maximizing your investment. Honestly, flying in November on Zip Air is basically the ultimate hack to get to Ichikawa without going totally broke. Budget fan, final level, the honest bottom line. Okay, let's just take a breath. The chaotic banter is officially dropping away for a second. Let's slow things down and do a sincere reality check about this beautiful dream. It's like they say, once you're in Japan, seeing Punch costs less than a cup of coffee. It's the getting there that's the real investment. And it's true. It really is a massive financial ask for a lot of us.
It really is. But I want to reassure everyone, even if this is just a someday trip for right now, that is completely okay. Because the best part about being a Punch fan is that you can still follow his journey online from anywhere in the world for absolutely free. He's always there, bringing us joy, whether we're standing right at Monkey Mountain or sitting on the couch we decided not to sell.
Exactly. Which leaves us with one final inspiring thought to wrap up this explainer. When is your someday? Maybe it's next November on a budget flight, or maybe it's 5 years from now when you finally saved up all your coffee money. Start dreaming, start saving, and keep enjoying the legend himself. Thanks for budgeting with us today.